Libra, welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome back to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Libra, I'm going to be doing your reading from October 27th to November 2nd. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your main challenge, past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify everything for you and close up with an important advice and some oracle cards of love messages. Now, happiest birthday to my beautiful Libra-licious, my tough cookies out there. I want to wish you a happy birthday and all the best. Thank you so much for being born. Thank you so much for being here, dear Libra. You know you're all about peace, balance, harmony, relationships. And my Mars is in Libra. You know what I'm saying when it comes to negotiation and resolving a conflict. I adopt the Libra style. You know what I'm saying? And that's some sassy shit out there. So let's see what is it that you need to know for the upcoming week. You always show up. I love when you literally show up in your readings. So that's you, Libra. Justice. Like right there, you know what I mean? Always in sync with your readings. So let's see what's going on. So your challenge, dear Libra, is the moon. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Wands. The moon is, first of all, talking about some of your fears and doubts. You have some sort of uncertainty about a specific situation, about a specific person. Cancer, you could be dealing with the Cancer, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I'm also seeing here possibly, a Pisces, but that's pretty much it. Maybe a Gemini. But for the most part, there is a lot of, this is about subconscious mind, a lot of thoughts, a lot of overthinking going on. You're questioning something here. You're wanting to know the answer to a specific situation, right? So we're going to talk about this shortly. And by the way, some of you could start seeing a lot more like vivid dreams recently. And just paying attention to signs and synchronicities, I think you're going to get some more answers. But I'm going to clarify everything for you in a moment. In the recent past, you have the Justice, which is you, the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so in the recent past, I do see here that there was some sort of an ending, some sort of a situation ended for you, and someone walked away from you, someone disconnected from you with the Eight of Cups. Okay, because you can see someone here walking away, and whatever happened between you and this person, it really left you feel very disappointed, betrayed. Okay, there was a lot of pain. Now we're going to talk about this shortly when we clarify. In the present moment, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Fool. So in the present moment, there is definitely a desire for a brand new beginning here. You seem to be waiting onto someone, and you're waiting anxiously. You know, you're waiting anxiously. There is this kind of anxiety as if there's ever going to be a brand new beginning between you and this person or not. We're going to talk about this shortly. In the near future, Libra, you have the Queen of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Cups. So in the near future, there is definitely a turning point here for you. Some sort of a situation is about to change. Wheel of Fortune talks about you actually getting back on track towards your destiny. And this is you, the Queen of Swords, not a gender specific. I know there is a lot of Libroskis watching me as well, okay? And a lot of you are really gonna have this decision to kind of go within yourself. Someone here might try to come back or make an offer to you or whatsoever, and you might reject an offer here. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck here with the Page of Wands, there is definitely this playful energy here with someone, but when it comes to making things more serious, you're gonna make a decision in regards to that. So let's get into your reading, dear Libra, and clarify everything for you. So I'm going to clarify the moon here for you. Which is your challenge. The moon here, dear Libra, is clarified by the Chariot, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so you have this fear of like, I'm going to be honest with you, it's like some of you are thinking, what if I just move on, forget about this person, and they forget about me, what's going to happen? You know, you're a very family-oriented sign, right? And, you know, when you look at the Ten of Cups, you see that there is family, there is kids actually in the background. So it's like You really want to take things forward with this person and move with them and create this family dynamic with them, like marry, settle down. You seem to be very serious in your decision and in your energy of what you want out of a relationship. You know what you want. And with the death card here, something's got to transform and change. And maybe you are going through a big and a very deep metamorphosis and a big shift in your life. I do see here in the present moment, you seem to be creating your happiness for yourself, focusing on yourself, but there is this fear at the back of your mind when it comes to this situation and to this person and how it's actually going to work out. A lot of you with the moon here, your subconscious mind is telling you something. You might be seeing certain dreams, certain visions. You just don't want to delay your success here. There is something about you also realizing that you don't have the entire time in the world to sit here and to wait for someone to commit to you. You might just be like, you know what, I'm going to move forward towards a completely different direction. Cancerian energy here again. A very questionable reading. I need to find out more. Let's talk about the recent past. I'm going to get back to this in a minute, Libra. It's very interesting. So let's talk about you in the past. Okay, so Libra, justice. Clarified by the Two of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. One of the things that I see here, although I don't really necessarily like to talk about those things, but maybe there was a third-party situation that you maybe didn't see in the beginning. You had the vision here for this person, with this person to work things out, but there was possibly, and the third party can be anything, a person, a family member, a thing, right? Something here got into the way that almost like blocked your vision and like this sense of purpose here when it came to this person in order for you to move forward with them. Now, what ended up happening was with the Ten of Swords here, a lot of you experienced this betrayal, something here kind of felt. It was a very heavy situation that many of you were involved in, and someone here disconnected and walked away. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords here for you in the present moment. The Ten of Swords is clarified by the Six of Wands, Three of Wands, and the King of Wands. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Honestly, I feel like here that you give this person way too many chances, whoever you were dealing with. This is someone that might have acted also very selfishly and just wanted to do the things they wanted for themselves, very much focused on what's important for them, doing their own thing. And this person could have been also watching you from afar, but not really taking any action or initiating anything towards you. I feel like you went through some sort of a dark night of the soul as well. Ever since this separation, Libra, you have going through like a major change in your life, and there is a reason why you're pulled into my channel, because I do talk a lot about, spirituality, spiritual growth, and just in general, like creating your best life, and detaching. Now, the Eight of Cups in the past is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. I feel like here, whoever this person is that they walked away from you, you have the Five of Cups, there is the Sun, could have been a Leo also. One of the things that really catches my eye is that there seems to have not been equal give and take exchange energy between you and this person. A lot of you felt like you were constantly giving and giving and giving to this person and not really receiving enough, and maybe there was, maybe somebody here was kind of like breadcrumbing, or there was not enough reciprocation, okay, of what you truly deserved and what you have invested into this relationship in the past. And this caused a lot of emotional loss, a lot of sadness within you, feeling kind of like really betrayed. Now, with the Eight of Cups here, also one of the things that I see here is someone could have been emotionally unavailable towards you, and it made you feel kind of like confused, and maybe also you struggle with feeling unworthy, coming back from your childhood or whatsoever. But you're finding your healing, you're finding your way back home, back to yourself, that you are worthy, you're deserving, you're loved, no matter. If someone's capability and capacity doesn't allow them to come towards you and to love you, Libra, it doesn't mean that you're not lovable. You know what I'm saying? So in the present moment, let's talk about the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Fool. So in the present moment, there is definitely a decision here that needs to be made about your future, which direction you really want to go to. The Page of Pentacles is all about coming out with a practical plan, right? You could be still thinking about this person and wanting to work things out, but you got to get things moving. You got to get things done for yourself. So the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Star, the King of Swords, and the Hangman. So there's two sides of you. Sometimes I feel like you just tend to kind of like wait, right, with the hangman and wait to see what's going to happen. But then also with the King of Swords, this is Libra energy, by the way. In the present moment, you are becoming more clear about your hopes and your wishes and your dreams, because the star is about big goals. It's about being career goals. You could be someone that you are a designer, you are in the public's eye, you're on social media, you could be a singer, actor. Libras are very creative people. And you could be really just doing something that maybe was affected because of this separation or delayed, but now you're kind of really gaining your focus back and focusing on what's important for you. So you're becoming clear. You're coming up with this practical plan. But there's also a side of you that's still kind of like holding on to, seeing whether there is going to be a brand new beginning between you and this person, or if this person is going to come back. Wow. Right? When you look at the Ace of Wands, of course, every Libra reading has got to have some nice Ace of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. Anytime the Six of Cups appears, talks about a person from the past. So you keep kind of holding back onto the memories of this person, the thoughts that maybe there is ever going to be an opportunity. And interestingly enough, you literally have the Moon here also at the bottom of the deck, which is your challenge as well, right? So there is a lot of like just this internal, inner, subtle anxiety that you have because you really love this person. You have invested of yourself a lot. You just seem to be having a hard time. And that's why in the present moment, which I'm going to clarify in a second, you have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands here is about kind of like being in this place of, picking into the future, looking into the future, anticipating something's going to happen between you and this person. So the Three of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the World, and the High Priestess. For whatever reason, I feel like many of you are feeling that this is a chapter that is not closed yet. Okay, there is a lot of struggles. It's a struggle to close this chapter and to kind of like move on and say, you know what, whatever, F it, I'm just done with this situation. The World is like, yes, there is a culmination, there is an ending, some sort of a situation here that you feel like has come to an end, but it's maybe in the physical, it's ended. Like you don't see this person, you don't hear from them, or maybe very little, but it's like you keep questioning and waiting and asking, right, if this situation has completely ended or not, because something here in your subconscious mind with the High Priestess, spiritually speaking, you can pick up on this person's energy around you. And this kind of like gives you the expectation and the anticipation that something's going to happen, and there's possibly going to be a brand new beginning here with this individual. Okay, so let's talk about the Fool here in the present moment, dear Libra. The Fool is clarified by the Ace of Wands. Like literally what I was talking about, a brand new beginning is what you're truly wanting. The Ace of Wands came back around. If you know, you know. So Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Devil. You're also realizing that, and you are realizing this, that maybe there might be some sort of an unhealthy attachment, right? Unhealthy connection towards this person that you're freeing yourself from. It doesn't mean you stop loving this person, but with the Devil here and the Four of Pentacles, you might be holding on to, certain patterns that you also will need to let go. And you're also recognizing that the person you are dealing with, they may also portray certain like characteristics and toxic and unhealthy habits and behavioral patterns that needs to be changed, because this is someone also could have some sort of a substance abuse. There is a substance abuse, an addiction to a substance abuse. I don't know if that's smoking, drinking, or anything that's just very unhealthy for the body, for the mind, and the soul. Something's got to be let go of and changed, right? So the new beginning here, it's there, but something's got to be really, really let go. Whether that's a third party, whether that's a substance abuse, toxic people around you, toxic friends, a lot of things that you're like purging, and it's your season. So again, who showed up during your season? Who showed up for you, Libra, that you truly feel appreciated and seen by? Like that matters a lot. So decision that needs to be made here with the Queen of Swords, excuse me. I can't really tell if it's a whatever. So the imagery is a little bit blurry, but I feel like that in the near future, there is a decision that you're going to be making. Okay, and it's not a gender-specific king or queen. So clarified by the Fool. Exactly. We're literally tapping into your reading. Do you see what I'm saying? This is some sassy shit. So this decision here, Libra, is about making a firm like decision about beginning, about a brand new beginning. The Fool, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. I think a lot of you are really going to be determined to invest into this connection. I think that you're just realizing that it's time to kind of slow down. And unless you know your answers, you will not invest into it because you're still seeking some answers. You're still wanting to find out the truth about this person and this connection and this situation. Now, the King of Swords, Queen of Swords here is literally about these directness and this bluntness. You might be wanting to have a face-to-face conversation with this person and see where they're at. Someone here also could be financially, like your finances is going to change. You could also be making some career moves, by the way. We know this is a love reading, but something in your financial situation, dear Libra, like in your career, is going to blossom and change, and you're going to feel the shift. The Wheel of Fortune here is exactly what it means. It means fortune, wealth, abundance coming into your life. So let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune, and when it comes to this person, a situation shifting and changing. So the Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. The potential is there, but I do feel like here for a lot of you, you seem to not really wanting to rush into it. There is definitely a hesitation here when it comes to giving all of yourself. You know, you gotta really see that someone here is being very practically involved because you have the Page of Pentacles here in the present moment also, right? And this is talking about someone that is very practical, very grounded. I feel like a lot of you have seen that this person, maybe there was some sort of a lack of inconsistency in the past, and that kind of like really bothers you. And you as a Libra, you like structure, you know what I mean? You could have some Virgo in your birth chart also. So you are also going to have a lot of options and choices in front of you. I feel like that you're going to need to make from. Four of Cups here, some sort of an offer is coming into your way, but you seem to be really focused on something else. You know, you seem to be really focusing on what really matters to you in that moment. The Four of Cups is clarified by the Emperor Aries energy, the Four of Cups again, and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. When it's clarified by the same card, it really is a double confirmation to what I was just saying here. So I think that someone here is going to want to see you, like they're going to see you doing your own thing, and they're going to want to kind of come into your life with some sort of an authority and like this sense of confidence, as if like, Libra, let's make it work. You seem to be very much focused on your financial career, financial stability, more money, moving into a new home, new house. Something about your life is about to change and to transform. You seem to be also learning how to say no, because, you know, Libra, we're also learning in your season not to be a people pleaser. I think that's that's something that you seem to be really working on, which is really amazing, right? Saying no, rejecting certain offers, rejecting certain things, people, things, and places that might be really toxic and unhealthy for us. You have the Temperance here at the bottom of the deck, which is the card of a Sagittarius. So someone here could try to create peace and harmony with you and really try to work something out. But at the end of the day, what matters here is how you see yourself moving forward with this person, and are they being consistent with you or just coming back for something that they needed, you know what I mean? So let's get the advice. What is the advice here for my Libras? So Libra, your advice here, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I mean, you truly would see yourself, and this is also your challenge here that was clarifying the Ten of Cups here is again, right? So you do really see yourself forming family with this person. You have that vision in your mind, but you seem to be also standing still. The Knight of Pentacles is the only horse that's actually standing still, not rushing into anything, and this is about your vision. This is indicating that you have a specific goal in front of you that you want to achieve. I think it's a financial career goal, and the in and out of this person being in and out of your life, or this situation that ended very badly and very painfully, for whatever reason, it might have really propelled you forward, like to become this best version of yourself. And when you see in the near future there is an opportunity for you and them to work something out together, you still seem to be kind of like really standing still because you have some sort of reservations about this person. That's why your challenge here is the Moon. It doesn't mean you don't love them or you don't fully trust them, but there is a lot of things that you really need to see to click into its place, to be back into its place, for them to be free from the devil, from this energy that's very unhealthy and toxic. Because you don't want no drama, you don't want no third parties, you don't want any kind of extra layers of stuff that really is going to be just a burden for you. So the advice here for you is to really remain steadfast and be still and know that it's going to work out. I think in your season, you're kind of really taking your energy back to yourself and not overextending and not rushing into making decisions. Now, I'm also going to pull one message here of the Whispers of Love Oracle deck, an important message that you need to know. I've used this for all the other signs, and I'm going to use one for you. The Oracle message here for you of the Whispers of Love. And it says physical touch. It says a tender touch can mean so much. This is interesting. I really want to read about this very shortly. So 47 and physical touch. Sometimes a hug is exactly what you need. Physical connection is important to humans. Hand holding, kissing, embracing, back rubs, an arm around the shoulder, or a pat on the back are ways of expressing support, care, encouragement, and more. I love that. Think about how good you feel when someone greets you with a warm hug or offers you a comforting hand. These small interactions can really help you with your day. Giving and receiving through touch helps to keep your heart open. Physical touch is immeasurably vital in creating a spiritual bond. The delicate force provided through touch helps build trust and understanding in your relationships. Physical touch can calm, console, and express much more than words. A woodsman kisses the hand of a statue and changes her from stone to flesh. Imagine how important this could be. Giving someone a hand, a squeeze, a high five, or a hug can change someone's entire life, right? So that's something that I really see about Libras. You know, my childhood friend was a Libra also. He was great. And he's straight, I'm not, but we're still great friends. I think, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. But definitely someone that you're very romantic. And I think that physical touch and affection is very important for you. I was really picking up on an energy someone could just try to come back or whatever. There could be a lot of desire for like physical activities, you know what I'm saying? Getting laid, carnal activities, whatever it might be. I'm just being honest and sugarcoat. But you gotta be very, just observant. And, I'm saying like still the physical touch and all that care is important, but not rushing into it right away. Because you're sharing your sexual energy with someone and you're opening up a portal for someone. You know what I mean? It's a portal. So gotta make sure that everyone, not everyone has access to it, and those who have access, or the one who has access to it, they deserve that. You know what I mean? So this is what I had for you, dear Libra, just between you and I. Love you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.